Hello lovers of Westeros, I'm Ashley of Noth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a Valonqar candidate who doesn't get much coverage in the Valonqar conversation in general. I'm talking about the smoking hot smith himself, Gendry. If you're interested to see how Gendry fits into the Valonqar puzzle, you're in the right place, just keep watching. You all know I love analyzing obscure references, and that's where this theory comes from. In Season 2, Episode 2, Cersei confronts Tyrion about his exiling Janos Slynt. She engages in a pissing contest with Tyrion as she believes herself, the Queen Regent, to have more authority than Tyrion, an interim hand of the king, and therefore any decision regarding Lord Janos should have come under her purview. Ever the adult in this situation, Tyrion counsels her regardless, informing Cersei that the crown is losing the support of the people, a fact made worse by the public slaughter of Robert's bastard children. Within moments, Tyrion susses out that Cersei hadn't given the order to execute them, Joffrey had done it, and he had done it behind her back. Cersei immediately backs Joff's decision, though, saying, "He did what needed to be done. You want to be hand of the king? You want to rule? This is what ruling is. Lying on a bed of weeds, ripping them out by the root one by one before they strangle you in your sleep." Did you guys catch the Valonqar reference? Cersei said the weeds would strangle her in her sleep. I'm certain Cersei meant this metaphorically, that it's best to launch a preemptive strike against your enemies before they strike at you. Still, it's an interesting choice of words, considering Maggie the Frog told Cersei the Valonqar would choke the life from her. It's two sides of the same coin here, choking and strangling. Sidebar, does anyone else see a parallel between Cersei with Robert's bastards and Robert with Targaryen children? Both Cersei and Robert are more than willing to execute these children to preserve their hold on the Iron Throne, and both have one child that eluded their grasp due to a third party's interference. Just a thought. Anyway, could Gendry, that is to say the one weed Cersei failed to pull, strangle or choke the life from her? If I had to guess as to how that might play out on the show, I would say that Jon and crew are not going to be able to wait until the conclusion of the conflict with the Night King to deal with Cersei. She's going to have to be dealt with now. And so I could see possibly Arya and Gendry maybe leaving Winterfell. Maybe Gendry wouldn't leave, but I'm just working through this in my head as I go here. Maybe Arya and Gendry leave for King's Landing to deal with Cersei, and Arya would be able to sneak them into the castle because A, she can steal a face and look like anyone she wants, and B, she used to live there and became very familiar with secret passages in the castle. Perhaps she sneaks him in, and from there, they locate Cersei, and instead of killing Cersei herself, Arya allows Gendry to do it because she realizes Gendry has the right. Gendry himself was almost killed by Cersei, and Gendry's father was killed by Cersei. I could see it playing out something like that. However, if we want to approach this from a more technical aspect, we could ask ourselves, does Gendry even qualify as a Valonqar? The show chose not to cast them, but in the books, Gendry has two older sisters, Maya Stone and Bella, Robert's eldest two bastards. So Gendry fits the criteria of the prophecy as he's a little brother, and we know Valonqar translates to little brother or younger sibling. Second, Gendry is acutely aware of and expresses anger about Cersei attempting to kill him and succeeding in having killed his father, King Robert. Also, Gendry seems to have pent-up rage over having to survive by building weapons for the Lannister army. So he's certainly got motive. Normally, I'd say Gendry isn't the type of guy who'd hurt a woman, but Cersei is a special case, and she's got it coming. Another reason why I'd like Gendry for the Valonqar is because it would satisfy the thought that he was brought back for a reason. Prior to his return in Season 7, Gendry was absent from the series for 3 seasons. The show could have just continued ignoring the character and nobody would have batted an eyelash, but they didn't. Gendry was brought back for a reason. It can't just be to serve the function of a casualty in the Second War for the Dawn. If that's the case, it'd be a letdown, and I'd be kind of pissed off about it. I mean, I get why the show did this to Rickon. Jon couldn't be king in the North if Rickon lived, but Gendry is different. As Robert's primary and now only living bastard, Gendry's importance in the story is greater than Rickon's ever was. I say all this to say there has to be something big on the horizon for Gendry, and fulfilling the Valonqar prophecy would be perfect. Lastly, Cersei never had to answer for her role in Robert's murder, so I'd like to see that come back around. Who better to make her answer for the crime than Robert's child, who Cersei had also tried to kill? That's going to do it for this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not guaranteeing that Gendry will be the Valonqar because a case can be made for many people, but that's what I'm doing here. I'm making a case for Gendry. If I've left anything out, let me know. In the meantime, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and join my Khalasar. I'm Ashley of Noth. Thank you for watching.